Guys, I think I hit this by mistake. Thanks, Proud Monkey. Don't know if you're actually here. Hit it by mistake. That's what I get for fat fingering it, right? A couple minutes early. See if anybody's here. Hey, Double R Slots, how you doing? Hi, Slot Crush. Thanks for joining me. Give me 1 second. There we go. Turn that off. Oh, there we go. Turn that down. Perfect. So, hey, I looked and I think we were at like 65 or so subscribers. So that's super exciting. Not inside the casino. Got an explanation for that, trying to see how many people are coming in here. But on your way in, just do me a favor. Why don't you like and subscribe? I'll probably step out and probably make this life a little bit easier to do this. So the lighting's terrible inside my truck. 67, that's awesome. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Susie Luck has arrived. Hello, hello. Got to look around. I'm in the parking lot. Temperature's dropping. It's winter is coming. Been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. For the first time ever, got past the Red Wedding. I know we're here for a gambling stream. Hey, Ran, thanks for coming in here. So, a couple minutes early because I fat fingered it as I went to go put stuff into my truck. Hey, Double R Slots. So I actually filmed some content and I played some 3-reel 9-line games. Shimmering Sevens, I believe. Revolution, which is a fun game. Blazing Gems, stuff like that. Proud Monkey's fantastic. He'll have something fun. I also played Mustang Money 2. I had to cut my trip short. I had a lot of ideas. Money Matt. Welcome in, welcome in. Man, the temperature dropped. It was like in the mid 60s. I think it's like, I don't know, it feels a lot colder than that, but I'm also wearing a t-shirt because it's hot in there. Not too busy in here. So, just kind of wait till about 8 o'clock. How many people we got? 11 people in here. Some of these people may miss this, so. So money, yeah, we should find my host. Actually, I reached out to her. She left early, apologized for leaving early today. I don't know what her reason was, not mad at her. So I sent her a text response, haven't received anything back. Also now I have a do not disturb, so it is getting hot here. I'm not gonna sing, you're the singer, Money Matt. So you guys can post your stuff for each other. So 11 of you in here. So I'm really, really excited. My gambling, I'll start with a little bit of a story, then we'll kind of tell why we're telling stories and we're doing something here while people come in there. Thank you, Malia. I hope I said that right. My gambling story kind of started back in January of 2024. At that time I was 41, just had a birthday a little while ago. No need for happy birthdays, it's like a month ago. Was on a cruise with my girlfriend, Stephanie, and her family, and her mom has been hearing about all the casino deals that people get for cruising, and I love cruising. Stephanie and I both share that love for cruising, and I'm sure some of you all in here do as well. So I got lucky, played dancing drums, and got the major. It was like $900 something total. I had over $1,000, didn't know what I was doing, and there sparks the love for gambling, right, on a chance. So since then I walked off the ship and I was up for the trip. Stephanie was down, but I was up and it was fun. And I looked at her and I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I need to figure this out. So what does anybody do when they want to figure something out? We all go to YouTube. Hey, Bradley, look at the mod fathers in here. I didn't know he was coming in. That's awesome. Started watching YouTube, found a lot of awesome channels, some that are fun, some that are informative, and started learning the slots and found the love of slots. This is my local casino, Rivers Casino, here in Portsmouth, Virginia. It's about a half an hour or so worse if YouTube. Worse if the traffic around Hampton Roads area has anything to do with it. But I got lucky tonight. It was only like 25 minutes. So I came over here after watching YouTube, you know, training. Watching YouTube and training, that's what we do. And wound up trying my luck here and started turning some money, winning some, having a lot of fun, learning a lot. Get your butt handed to you a bunch of times. And by playing here, this place sent me to Las Vegas for the first time. So a gambler that started in January of 2024 has already been to Vegas, Atlantic City, down to Florida, where Slot Crush is from, Dania Casino. It's a fantastic little place. I'll be going back there in January before my cruise. Got a bunch of cruises, some of them free. Sorry, I got to keep looking around. There's a lot of people coming in. Anyway, been traveling, just gambling, doing exactly what I set out to do. Yeah, quick addiction or quick entertainment. Sometimes it's really quick and you don't get anything. But tonight, thankful to everybody in here for supporting a new channel, moderated for Money Matt Slots, only, you know, a little bit of the time. I think 4 hours and 15 minutes or something like that was the most. But yeah, you did, Slot Crush. We did. Wound up coming here, starting this channel, and now have over 67 of y'all. And or at least in here, I met an old buddy of mine that I used to work with. He's about to move to Florida, so maybe we'll link up down the road. But I came in here and I had met with the host a while back before they sent me out to Rio, which is being renovated in Las Vegas. And I'll be honest, some of my video content that I filmed is... There you go. There's Stephanie in there. Yeah, his addiction is paying for a vacation. You got that right. We got a lot of vacations paid for this, and I am not as down as I should be, or I am not as rich as it would appear to be. But I reached out to my host and thanked them for allowing me to go to Rio, you know, be nice on that stuff. And they wound up, you know, she reached back out to me, thanked me for coming. I told her my intentions to come out here today. She said she was going to be working until 6, and I'm not mad at her. She left early, and I'm in there, and I decided to, you know, I was a little nervous walking around for the first live stream, and this is going to sound really terrible when I do this more and more, I think, but I started gambling a little bit and filming some content, because what else does a gambler do but film content? A YouTube gambler, got to film the content. So I started filming content with the tripod, and one security guy walked up to me. Sorry, first, I went into the reward desk and I told them, hey, this was my intention. And they're like, you don't need to check in with us. Go have fun. Okay. And started filming the content. It's doing pretty well. I got to maybe my third machine, and I was stopped by the head of security, and he said, you can't film people. And I'm like, I'm not filming people, I'm filming myself. Explain what I'm doing out here. Explain that I'd spoken to the host, and he says to her, or says to me that, let me go check. Actually, you know what, you can film yourself, just don't film anybody. And I was like, I'm not filming anybody. There's nobody behind me. And he was concerned when I turned around and started talking to the camera. And I started playing again, thinking I was good to go. 2 new security guards walked up to me. Those 2 security guards told me that I can't film here, I can't use a tripod. And I said, well, I've explained that I was intended to use a tripod. And they said, you can't use that. You can film yourself and you can film the slots, but you can't use a tripod. And I was like, well, there's other people that I've been told to do it, but respectful. They made me wait there maybe 15, 20 minutes, then came back and told me that I can film myself, I can use the tripod, but I couldn't film live. They did bring the heat. So, not the real heat, just the security heat. So, I went and decided I was about to walk out, and I was like, no, you know what, it's not my fault. It's more of probably a miscommunication, to be quite honest. Plus, I'm new at this. So I wound up filming what I was going to start the stream with, and because there's only 13 of you in here with 11 likes, where's the other two? Where's the other two? Just Matt, we need Money Matt Slots to sing so that we can get more people. There's one more. Yeah, but the security jumped on me and told me I couldn't do it, and I was going to walk out. Then I played a game, Mustang Money 2, and that was the last game I was going to play. I'm not going to play all night. I'm not going to continue to play here. Kind of wound up winning, put in 200, and for you all that are watching this, and then I'll probably at some point put that together. I got up to 350 over, so I win. Rivers, thank you for the money. So Slot Crush will sing. We haven't heard her sing on her live streams yet. She uses the little finger, but she doesn't actually sing yet. But yeah, I agree, Slot Crush. There is a lack of communication. So when I talked to the head security guy, he came back after when I started filming my own content. I was actually done. He actually came and spoke to me, and he's like, "Look, I'm sorry about this." So very nice of them. And he said, "Look, you have to talk to our marketing department." And I was like, "Well, I talked to the host, and I figured that's what she was doing when she authorized me to do that stuff. There was a delay in that return." No, Dina, they're not going to let me film tonight anything live. I can film my own content, which I did. I filmed. I'm up for the night, so we're going to take the small wins, and we're going to walk away from here this time. Yeah, I agree, Amalia. She does need to use a microphone. Maybe in January when I go down there for our time links up, we'll be able to do that. But the guy, getting back to the security guy, he was super nice, and he said the marketing department is who you have to talk to. So I will be talking to them Monday through Friday, which I actually prefer playing during the daytime, and Stephanie can attest to this. And they said they probably won't have a problem with it, but you can't film tonight. I was like, okay, well, just so you're clear, there's like a lack of YouTube for your casino, and you're the only casino in the area before you got to drive 4 hours-ish north to National Harbor, or now 4 hours west to the new Hard Rock, or what's the other one? Caesars, that they're building out there in the western part of Virginia. Because gambling just became legal here in Virginia in 2020, and the first casino was this one in Virginia. 2021? Was that when it opened? I don't remember. Y'all can figure that out, but I really do apologize. I was really looking forward to doing a long live stream for this. That's okay, Dina. It happens. The key is, like, what if you're going to film your own stuff? Sometimes asking permission is good. Sometimes also asking for forgiveness is also good. Hey, Sierra Slots, welcome in. Not the kind of stream that we were expecting, but I do appreciate you popping in here. But getting the permissions on the front end, trying to do stuff the right way, and then when you get met with adversity, how do you handle that? Well, just talk to them and just explain what your situation is and be respectful. If there's a pathway forward, I will let you know, and then obviously we will do lives here as long as they're okay with it. I'll do what I need to do. Yeah, Sierra Slots, real quick, they didn't allow me to film here after I talked to my host, and she was good with me bringing tripods in, had no issue with it. Security tonight didn't get the memo, and they shut me down. They said I can film my own stuff, but no lives. So it was a little disappointing. But I did film my what I intended to start my live with, but then after this debacle, I'm not going to add them more money. So I know Dania was fantastic. For those of you that ever make it down to Florida and go into Fort Lauderdale area, stop at the casino at Dania Beach. Fantastic little place. It's actually roughly the same size of this casino, Rivers. It's really nice. Staff's really fantastic, and they do allow you to film if you talk to the right people. So, yep, you're right, Stephanie. The Mustang Money 2 is what I won on tonight. So I tried to call you, and we were playing back and forth. So, yeah, I know, Donna. I was looking forward to it too. A little nervous, and this is kind of a weird one because now I got to talk to the screen and couldn't actually play. So Mustang Money is like my Dragon Link. It's true. It's true. He likes his Dragon Links, but I steered him away. The live stream he did 2 days ago. Yeah. So, yeah. So unfortunately, no live slot play, which I know what everybody would probably turn into. And as I did this longer and longer, I don't know. A little disappointed, bummed out. Wanted to make this a lot more special, and I know I'm also competing with Monday Night Football. So for you 15 people that have all come in here and smashed the like, you guys are awesome. So thank you, Slot Crush. I appreciate it. Yeah, figured I can talk. Feel like I'm rambling, but just bummed. Wanted to play something. Wanted to branch out, and if I would have started the way that I ended my night, I would have. I would have been crushing it. I would have been playing things that I normally don't play. So, what are some of my favorite slots that I like to play so far? I do love Ainsworth games. No surprise, Mustang Money's made by Ainsworth, but there's all different types. Stephanie and I actually have played Rich and Wild, which is their penny slot version. It's actually pretty decent to play if you see it out there. Spoiler, Casino at Dania Beach does have it. I do like branching out, and I like to play the old school slots because, in learning all this stuff, I've learned that question and answer, keep it going. I wonder if I can do a question and answer as I drive. That's probably dangerous. I'm not going to do that, but maybe I will go in there in my truck and turn the light on or something, because it is a lot. How do I have 16 likes? Getting back to I'll go in there because it is getting cold. The temperature is dropping. Gotta love Virginia weather. If you don't like the weather here in Virginia, just go ahead and wait 15 minutes, right? So some of the slots that I do like playing normally stem from, let's do this. There we go. God, such a rookie. I don't even have the right lights. Other slots I like playing pinball. Surprising, I've traveled to Vegas specifically looking for, I'm probably cutting myself off. There we go. Looking for a bunch of pinball games, and pinball was not the game that people played. Pinball was a hard to find game. Surprisingly hard to find. Top Dollar's all over the place. I love Top Dollar. Love hate with Top Dollar. I know it's better than pinball in terms of, I think, the bonuses. Really, really do enjoy that stuff. I'm new at this. The cartoon games are fun if I win. Other cartoon games, if you want to call them that, or the ones that a lot of people play, I do like throwing the money every now and again into the Dragon Links. I do see the potential. I do see why they've been a mainstay since like 2016. Matt, I'm okay. Just okay. I guess 5 minutes of moderating for you, maybe. That's a maybe. Put you in timeout. Playing those games are fun. Other games that I've really I ignored for the longest time, and even they have a bunch of them here, are the 9-line games. Those have a lot of kickbacks, have a lot of cool stuff. There's a really fun game. I've never seen it anywhere else but in here. If you all may know, it is. Hey Susan, welcome in here. It's called Real Stampede. It's so fun. This version in here is a 50-cent version, 9-line game. Super fun, super exciting. So it's what, $4.50 a spin? Quick math. Yeah, $4.50 a spin. So that's the best I got in here. The other games that I really like to play, starting to have a love-hate for, but is the triple stars, triple double stars. Best line hits so far that I've ever had has to be a Wheel of Fortune on a cruise ship. It was the triple stars version. Wound up doing that. Kind of going through so fast. There we go. There's Susan. I do appreciate you coming in here. Yeah, I had a $1,000 line hit, and I was playing the gold spin, and guess what? Didn't need to play the gold spin. Got on the regular spin, so that was fun. What other games do I like? Ooh, they're both the same. They're fun to throw money at, and I actually Piggy Bankin' and Eureka Blast. Both of them they're the exact same game. They play the exact same. I agree, Slot Crush. I'm all for it. I've got like 4 booked in 2025. I'm good to make 6 or so. The problem is we got to sneak. Unfortunately, I don't think, maybe if we add all together and we tell them what we're doing, I don't know. I'll ask questions. On my next cruise, I'll ask if there's some way that anybody else other than Brian Christopher Slots can do anything with Carnival. Probably not, but I'll ask. Or we can do an unofficial one and sneak a lot of videos. Stephanie and I will totally, oh yeah, come crash the cruises. I'm sure they're not filled up. I'll send you the dates. We'll crash it. Virgin Voyages allows it. That's good. Like just filming on Virgin. Stephanie and I do want to do a Virgin. The problem is I kind of like the free or reduced cruise rates that I'm getting. Anyway, from going from rivers, we're going on an MSC cruise. Never been on those, so it'll be fun to do that. I'm taking the kids on that, but we'll sneak away at the middle of the night and gamble, of course. Fall 10 of us crown. One kid record, no one knows. I like the way you think, Matt. Money Matt. I think I like the way you think. You didn't like what didn't you like about Virgin Cruises? Dania does appear to have like pretty good kickbacks. They had that little was it Giving Tree or whatever it is. I didn't spend enough time. I had to catch a flight, come back to work. That's no fun. SBD Slots, you just went live 5 times on a recent cruise you just took. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe I will. Well, I got to figure that out. They're pretty good about you filming. The cruise before this last one that I did, I was on Carnival and I talked to the casino host. The casino host, they didn't really seem approachable this last cruise. I didn't really have any questions for them. I was planning on sneaking stuff anyway. Oh, they don't allow filming on MSE? It's 21 and older, yeah, for Virgin Cruise. But I talked to the casino host in there, and she was very nice, and starts with an S. She was super nice, and I gave her a good review, so hopefully she got some kickback on that. She said as long as I'm filming myself, she didn't care. Nobody was going to bother me. I just don't film anybody else, and I just film the machines, which is what I did. So it was fantastic to do that. And I filmed some content over there, some of which got used, some of it which I don't know. I was a little nervous, so I was like holding the phone, which is, for those of you that have ever tried to film and play, you really want to play all this stuff. So, and do all this stuff. Yep. So what I'll do is I'm going to start driving home because there's a lot of people walking around and I don't want to do that, but I'll still talk. So if you got some questions related to like my newer experiences, safety first, and if we have any issues with doing this, let you know. So, but yeah, the cruising is very fantastic. It was a very fantastic way to break away from anybody's normal life. It forces a vacation. I kind of consider it like speed dating for vacationing. You go to different locations, you wake up in a different location, whether it's the middle of the sea. Please don't get off if you're in the middle of the sea. I would not recommend that. But you get to go to all these places and you get to do all this stuff. And if you have a little bit of luck and you play a little, and you get a little lucky and you play the right type of games that kind of build your comp points, and always use a player card. Those are extremely important. That's how you get this stuff. So I know there's a lot of myths out there where you can't do that. And you're not going to win anything and they're going to know that you're winning. No, that just helps you in the back end. But doing this, by playing these type things, I have, in a short amount of time, got a single hand pay. Stephanie and I played a game. Well, it wasn't really a game. It was mostly how fast can I waste $5? And she actually got almost $1,600 by playing one spin. Matt, I bet you can't guess which game it was. Can you? Can you? I want to see if Matt can guess which game we played for one $5 spin and she got nearly $1,600. Nope, not Dragon Link, Sierra. Money Matt is correct. Well, he didn't put the 2, so partial credit only because you said I'm okay. But since being a new gambler, and some of you are old gamblers, and I say old because you've been playing longer, not that you're old. Because everybody that I've met is roughly-ish my age, or slightly above or slightly below. People haven't done what I've been able to do, and I'm not magic. I don't have any type of power. Well, maybe a little bit. I'm majestic, so that's something. Rhymes with magic, or maybe Matt can turn that into a song, and then we can do an intro song. I don't know. We'll have to see what kind of songs he comes up with. But it's really fantastic opportunities to go about playing, using money that you wish, or that you want to turn into more, but you're not guaranteed to do this, and turn it into something fun to do for a couple hours, or like tonight. I'll tell you tonight, the whole totality of what I brought a bigger bankroll because I wanted to have some money in case I just got absolutely wrecked. If I got absolutely wrecked, I wanted to be able to play for y'all or whoever came in here fighting Monday Night Football. But for the entire night, I'm up $350, and I played for about an hour and a half. Now I'm trying to film, and of course 20 minutes of it is waiting with the security telling me I can't do something that I thought I was able to do, otherwise I wouldn't have set this up. So, Donna, magic. Donna, you were fantastic, by the way. I know I haven't talked in a while, so I guess you can see me and I can't see you, but for those that don't know, Donna and I met on my free trip, minus the flights, because Money Matt didn't fly me out there, but maybe next time. They may have saved me money, you're absolutely right, but I just had to pay for my way to get there. This place, like I said earlier in the stream, paid me to stay comped, fully $0 balance walking out of there for 3 nights. So I went out there in October, and I met up with the fantastic guys from Gamble Smart, Gamble Safe, Mark and Dave, fantastic people, and the community that they're building, really great. I got to ask a lot of questions, ran into Stefan from Old School Slots, talked to him a bit about his channel, because he plays pretty much the old school slots. Every once in a while I would see him throw some money and get some lucky on some Buffalo or something like that. But we met up there, did lots of fun. I only have one video, and I was a little nervous to film because I felt like it was weird to do that because I didn't really have a channel, but I knew I was going to start one. So I felt a little bit weird, but those guys are really cool. I had to experience something that a lot of people don't experience for gamblers. It's called G2E. It's Global Gaming Expo. It occurs in Las Vegas every day, or not every day. I mean, I guess it could. Vegas, there's so much to do over there for those that have been. But on the Global Gaming Expo, those people, that's where all the slot manufacturers go, and all the casino people, and all the chairs you sit on, all the drinkware, all that stuff. They have all these weird things to do. But the great part about what Mark and Dave did is they had this meetup where they wanted to crash G2E and wearing some bright yellow shirts, and I was more than happy to wear the bright yellow shirts. Met some good people, Joe, Sherman, Mike, who I met up with and wound up staying at the Rio at the end of the trip after I'd walked around Vegas the first day. To all the different properties. Fantastic community. Got to go in there and got to play some of the games that you all will see probably in the next couple months. It'll be fantastic. One game that I'm looking forward to, really looking forward to playing, and you all probably know it, is Frankenstein game. It's fantastic if you get the bonus. If you don't, you hate that game and you're like, this music sucks. What am I doing? Why am I playing this? But they got a game coming out, Dracula themed. It's got a wheel on it, and my first thought with that game was something like, wow, seriously, a wheel? We went to adding a wheel to make it fun and exciting. It's actually really cool because it's an interactive bonus. Hopefully they don't change anything because it's not guaranteed to be the way it's coming out. You'll probably start seeing those. The huff and puff your money away, different versions and variants. They get to play a lot of cool games. I actually got to walk around Ainsworth and kind of geek out. Unfortunately, they didn't have a new Mustang Money free game. A little disappointed in them. No, I'm just kidding. They had some other cool games. I actually met up with Cowboy Slots. Spent about 3 minutes chit-chatting with him very, very briefly. He clearly was on a mission to go talk to somebody, but was super nice enough to talk to me for a few minutes and let me grab a photo. So that was very nice of him, unexpected. But it was an awesome experience to do. I'm planning on doing it again this year. I'll talk to those guys, Mark and Dave, because I have my own channel, I don't want to encroach upon theirs and take up their people. I'm going out there regardless. Stephanie didn't get to make it out there, but we're definitely going to go out there regardless. I'm going to meet up with them at their stuff and be part of it. I'll talk to them how they want to do it. If I got my channel, I want to encroach upon their subscribers doing it. I mean, I subscribe to them too. Also, why I mentioned subscribing, like and subscribe, which everybody I think has done. I think the numbers keep going up and down. So if we got new people in here, sorry this isn't a live slot play. It's more of a talk while I drive back from the casino play. But it's a really cool event. You get to really see this community for what it is. It's not a bunch of degenerate gamblers. I mean, okay, we are degenerate gamblers to some degree. Why throw good money away on the chance to win millions? Because millions, right? But you get to see a lot of cool stuff. Also, and linking up with this channel and all this other stuff, 68, that's awesome. Almost at 70. That's what, 14 tonight? Not bad for not really going live and not really playing, so people are going to scroll by and say, who's this guy talking? Don't know him, scroll past. So that's really awesome. But going in there and linking up with Money Matt, talked to him on the phone. I reached out to him, kind of nervous to reach out because I was like, I don't know this guy. This guy doesn't know me. I've chatted on his lives, which I thought was fantastic. He does a great live. And then from there, I found Slot Crush. But talking to him about it, should be going to, what's it called, Slot Fiesta. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's going to be doing at the end of March, and through gambling, I will be staying at MGM Grand during that time frame. Comped $200 slot play, $100 meal credit. Looking forward to it. Only stayed at one MGM property, and that's National Harbor. Fantastic property. They don't give me comped anything, and they're the closest. So everywhere else I got to drive for a long time to Atlantic City or fly to Biloxi, Detroit, Springfield. If only I knew a pilot. Matt? No, I'm just kidding. But we'll be linking up. We'll be doing a lot of stuff. I do enjoy the people that I've met. I haven't met Sierra Slots or anything. I know she's in. I don't know if she's still in here. If you're a non-smoker, Park MGM. Yeah. I consider between Park and MGM Grand. Stephanie landed on MGM Grand. I kind of like it. I do want to play Cherries Jubilee. I'm coming for you, Cherries. I put in $250, I think, and it was not nice to me, other than a $100 line hit. But I was going for broke and trying to get that. Did not hit. Oh yeah, Slot Crush. Yeah, we're all going to be going. We'll all meet up. We'll all do stuff. Las Vegas, and talking to Money Matt Slots, who's been fantastic. He's reached out to some of his people. Watched another YouTube channel, Jackpot Judo. If you all probably watch that stuff. And I'm mentioning, not to name drop them in any bad way, but these are guys and girls that I either know and have talked to, or I've watched and learned a lot from, to be a new gambler, to do all this stuff for a fraction of the cost. And when I lose the money, I consider how much I lose, and it's never as much as I was going to be what I would have had to spend to stay there, because I price it out. Every time I do this, I price it out. For instance, the MSC cruise. Me, Stephanie, her two kids are going to be going on a cruise in June. Height of cruise season in the Caribbean, very hard to get cheap deals or anything like that. Well, because I have the deal, they don't have blackout dates on U.S. cruises. Anywhere in the Caribbean's fine, no blackout dates, only a blackout ship, which is their brand new one. I think I'm only going to pay $1,400 for me, Stephanie, and her two kids to go on a 7-day cruise. $1,400 all in for food, well, whatever free food that they have, and then I'm sure we'll have to pay other stuff. That's what I'm paying. What they would want if I was a brand new nobody trying to go for my first cruise on MSC, $4,500. That's just to get on the ship. That's just to get on the ship with 4 people. So gambling pays off, and I can promise you I've not lost $4,500 in order to do that stuff. Cheap as chips. Almost sounds like you gotta say it with a British accent. Cheap as chips. Is that a British saying? Stephanie's mom is British. She probably, if she's listening or sees this stuff, she's going to be like, this is ridiculous. Why did he do that voice? It's going to be cringy to her. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I do see on, now that I've had the analytics been going for a while, I do see that I have a lot of people that see these shorts, not the live. I don't know what time it is over there, probably super early in the morning. But it's really cool to see how many great people come into this community, how people are supportive, support us through the wins and losses. We've all been there. I've been there. So we'll talk about wins and losses. We'll talk about best day that I ever did was not counting the $5 day, which or $5 into $1,600. The best day that I ever did was I took $500 into the casino that I just came from, and I turned it into $1,500. The people want it. You want the British accent. That was on the cruise. We did that. I turned it into $1,500. So I 3x'd my play. I played for maybe an hour and a half. Had some super awesome luck, and then I was like, I walked out, and I was like, this was fun. Worst time. When Big Brother does this next at Reno Slot Fest, you have to come. Great casinos and great people. Absolutely. No, I'm down for all that. I'm down for it if I can work out my schedule and my time off and cruising and Stephanie's daughter's dance schedule, which does eat into a lot of the time, so we kind of try to support that too. But I'm all for traveling. The whole goal of this was to travel for cheaper and have some fun and meet some good people. I never expected it to be like this. Never expected the community to be so great. Worst time in the casino, getting back to my original topic, worst time in the casino, went in there with 1,000. I thought it was a hot shot. I walked and I was like, I got $1,000 to burn. It's all winnings. You know, I'm going to turn this into more. 40 minutes later, I walked out with zero. Played Mo Mummy, which is a fun game, but that game is brutal when it wants to be. If you can hit it and be good, you can workshop the name. Yeah. Matt, are you gonna, when we go out to these things, are you gonna be piloting us? Are you doing pit stops, or we have one way? That's what I want to know. Mo Mummy just takes your money. You know, they actually have another Mo Mummy game. I didn't get to play it. There was a lot of people around that. Called Mo Mummy or anything like that. I forget what it was called. But I can only imagine what they're going to do to that game. Mo Mummy, that's Aristocrat if I'm not mistaken. Those games, some of those games are good. They did a good job with that game. But it will steal the crap out of you. When you can low roll, you can high roll. It just kind of makes you angry. I haven't played it in a while. I'm a little afraid too. Not afraid. I haven't been up enough to do that again. Wow, that's a lot to read while I'm driving. Dina, you're gonna make me crash. No, I'm just kidding. What does it say? That's so funny. I used to live in Cayman Islands, moved back. You don't have to lose a British accent. You just put it back on. But then you go and decide what kind of British accent you're going to do, or what other version of accent you're going to do, right? I have a son who has autism. Oh, yeah, I've got 2 nephews that have autism. My brother lives in Jersey with his wife. I actually met up with him when I went to Atlantic City. Stayed at the Borgata, the fantastic property. Stayed up there. Those nights were comp too. Forgot about that. They have autism too, so my heart goes out to you for all that stuff. Oh, Matt's giving me a compliment. Does he want me to moderate more than 5 minutes? Yeah, so do I, Slot Crush. The Borgata was a fantastic. The Borgata has a lot of awesome slot choices that are good for people to try to bankroll build. Spoiler alert, I did not bankroll build, not my fault. But I got to work on getting filming permissions on that stuff, and I don't know what their threshold is. I'm sure you and I will talk, Slot Crush, because you do know how to get them and you know what that stuff. Please, are you saying please to the moderate? Yeah, okay, Matt. I'll moderate for you again. Stephanie loves the dirty accent. I feel like I could be on Game of Thrones. I've been watching that a lot. So, traffic's starting to pick up, but I'm a pro, so I'm driving with the light on like an idiot. I was the lone survivor when Money Matt did a 4-hour live stream. I figured, I was like, oh yeah, like an hour and a half. And I looked at the time, I was like, how long have I been doing this? Well, now I'm committed. I think I had to work in the morning, and I was like, you can sleep when you die, right? It does almost sound Scottish, Slot Crush. The only problem with that is I'm not drunk. If I was drunk, I think that's a prerequisite. Not to offend the Scottish people, but you gotta be drunk to really bring out the Scottish and go from English or posh all the way down to the. I can't do it without thinking about it. There's Scottish or Irish, either. I can do an Irish if I watch any of the Irish. What's that Irish show? Not The Wall. Gillian Anderson. Which I've never seen that movie. They talk with the Irish accent. I got really good at doing that after watching that. I just need to be around it. So, drunk accents are the best. I think that's what we're gonna be doing that at some point during this March trip there, Money Matt. Some drunk slot play. That'll be fun. We got to be up though. We got to be up and be like, how much money did we lose? We got to be really okay to do that though. So drunk accents and singing, because you'll be singing, and then Slot Crush will be poking you with her little finger, and Stephanie will be laughing. And I don't know how much. If we film any of this, we're gonna probably regret filming that. I can probably promise you that. So I don't know if we have the same people. Looks like we got people coming in and out. So again, apologize for not actually doing this as actual slot play. So it's not trying to be misleading. Had some issue with the casino. Let me get back to what you're seeing while you're seeing this, and why I'm talking instead of this. I do appreciate you swinging in, stopping by. If you do, really hit that like. Consider subscribing. Look at some of my old videos. I am not to the level of some of these bigger slot channels, but it's all fun. It's fun to do. I will continue to bring some content, wins and losses. If I lose, I know not everybody likes to see losing, but it's true. You will lose at some time, probably more than you'll win, but it is fun. I love a hand. Yes, Sierra. Doesn't everybody? I'm pretty sure everybody likes one, right? I think men and women can enjoy that. Yeah. They're hard to get, and they're not the best. I've only got one, and since January, which is one more than people that gamble all their lives get. But playing the right scene, pushing your luck at the right time. Really wish I was playing some games, because if I had the luck that I had right at the end, I would have easily been able to play a lot of different games and do this stuff. And I think people would have seen that I was playing, not talking and driving or going, what's this guy talking about? I don't want a talk channel. I want a slot channel. And I can't wait for me to figure this out in my local casino, so I don't have to travel and beg for rights. But if nothing else, I will be filming some content, maybe a live in January at the casino at Dania Beach, with or without Slot Crush. We'll work on that, because those people are super cool and they'll let me do it. But then definitely I already have some contacts in Vegas that will allow me to film, and some casinos out there. And if you all know some, you can put some comments in here, letting me know of ones that you know that have filming rights, and those of you that I have your number, we'll talk and we'll figure that out, and we'll kind of try to plan our attack, if you will. So you can live. Are you going to live stream Slot Crush, or are you going to go to bed? Because it's almost 9 o'clock. I missed. Can we get 69 subs tonight? Nope, no more. That's it. We're done. Handies and 69 subs. Done. So that's it. That's all we got. This guy's not going to let me over. Okay, well, I'm just going to stay in the X'd out lane. That's okay. It turns into my turn lane. Well, you knew where you were going with that, Money Matt. Don't play coy. You knew where you were going with that. Yeah, Stephanie's wrenching the one that I gave her $5, told her to go blow the $5, put her player card in there. And she doesn't gamble as much. She enjoys watching me gamble way more than I mean, she enjoys the gambling, but she enjoys watching me play and blow my money away than hers, which is fine. I don't care, and I support her helping me, and she's supported me and told me when I talk about it to her, she's like, you need to film this stuff. So that's kind of where I went with this. So I'm not trying to encroach upon everybody else, but as I've learned with this community of people that watch slots, people that enjoy playing slots, former people that used to be addicted, that don't want to do it, that just want to watch somebody else do it. There's a spot for everybody here. There's the people that are watching Monday Night Football and then want to watch people play slots. Not tonight, Rivers. You didn't let me. Next time I'm coming for you. But it's such a great community where you can meet a lot of cool people. In fact, I'm so glad I came out here. So some good things that happened. I met a nice guy named Seth. He said he's going to follow me. Don't know if he's watching. He said he's going to bet on, dang it, Ravens. The Ravens playing the Chargers. I'm not a football guy. He said put money on that. I didn't. I don't sports bet. I just don't watch enough sports anymore. I met a guy named Seth, and then when I ran into my former coworker who had left a couple years ago, that was a phenomenal thing. So sometimes just go in there, keep your eyes open, look around. You might see somebody you haven't seen in a while. You might find a new friend. Midwest Slots, you go to bed. Hey, what time is it? What time is it there? How close to your bedtime are we talking? Are we talking in a couple of minutes? Do I have to read a bedtime story? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't have a book. But if I did, and Stephanie's asked me to do it, and even her daughter, Maddie, has asked me to do it, read something, and I read it in an accent, and they think it's fun. Central Time, 7:45, that's what I figured, 1 hour back. Don't even don't encourage who? I missed it, because I'm driving. I gotta be safe-ish. I mean, I'm looking and reading, but yeah. A bedtime story. What accent? What accent we do? I don't know. Midwest accent. Can't do those. So we need to break her. Wait, is Slot Girl still in here? Does she want to go into the casino? Does she want to is she trying to do a live? 5:30. That's a lot of sleeping. I've done well with no sleep, or I think this week's been kind of rough. I've been really busy doing a lot of work, and I think one day I was up all night, got an hour and a half sleep, and then wound up working the entire next shift on an hour and a half, and I can power through if the time is right, and sometimes casino is the time is right, and playing all these things. Oh, you meant in January? Oh yeah, absolutely in January. You're not going out there tonight. I thought you were going out there. I was like, man, I gotta moderate now. No, I'm just kidding. I would have totally done it. What else am I doing? It's 8:44. What else am I doing? Where am I? I'm located in Virginia, in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. Yeah. So my nearest casino is, for now, is Rivers. There will be a new one opening. I don't know what it's going to be called now. It's going to be in Norfolk, Virginia. So that'll be closer to me. It was actually the first one to get the license in Virginia, I believe. And it's now the last one to open that we know of. Yeah, I figured you'd be sleeping. Plan a group pool? Absolutely. I'm in. $5, $1 per minute that I moderate for you now. No, absolutely. Yeah, we'll do group pools. That'll be fun. Each of us do one. That'll be awesome. Yeah. So Money Matt does this, and I think it's kind of cool because I want to see. I know if people have. I keep seeing the number up and drop, and I appreciate those that are coming in that are staying. Probably all the same people that are in here. Quick location check on everybody. See where people are from. Stephanie, you don't have to. We know where you're at. You're in Virginia. Thank you so much, Midwest. I do appreciate it. Northern Illinois, nice. How close is that to Milwaukee? I've been to Milwaukee and I played at Potawatomi, which was a fun casino. I actually won from there. South Florida, Lake Tahoe. Yep. North Palm Beach. It's like 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, getting back to the casino in Norfolk, that'll probably be open in 2025. It has to open in some form by October, November of 2025, so that'll be partially open. It'll probably be fully open with all the amenities in 26, 27 probably, because they just broke ground on that stuff. Oh, nice. How far is that a drive for you, Midwest? Potawatomi, which I thought was a fantastic casino. People said, the locals said it was a terrible casino and they take your money, and I'm like, you maybe don't know what you're playing. Funny story, I was out there for work, and I went out to the casino and I told people I wanted to go to the casino. At some point, we went to the Harley Davidson Museum. I walked around. I'm not a motorcycle guy, but I walked around there, and all I kept thinking is, I want to go and see a casino. I want to go to see a casino. And I knew that casino was there, and it was right across the street. So we went over there and walked around. Some buddies and coworkers of mine, they're like, two of them played games, and the other guy walked around with me, and he's like, well, what do you do in a casino? I don't know what I'm doing. And I told him, an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I was staying about 30-ish minutes away from downtown Milwaukee. And I wound up going in there, walking around, and he's like, oh, high limit. Well, you wouldn't go in there, would you? And I was like, absolutely. There's nothing scary about a high limit room. You just got to know what to play. We'll get to your announcement. I'm telling stories, Money Matt. No, I'm just kidding. You can do it. I'll catch up with it. Go in there and walk into the high limit room, and I explain all the different types of games and why to play them and how their payback percentage is probably a little bit higher. And he said, well, which game would you play? And I walked around. I was like, I only took out $200. I wasn't really going to play high limit slots. 69. We haven't got to 70 yet. People are coming and going. They're not seeing live slot play. When that'll change. There we go. There's a new person in. Welcome in, number 9. Nope, they left. Somebody left. And the highest minor was Mustang Money 2. Of course, it's a game that I chose, but it was legitimately in their bank of Ainsworth games. They had Thunder Cash. They had Bucks. I don't like that game. I don't like the bonus. It's never done me right. I chose that one, and I said, because while the major is higher on the other ones, the minor, which was at 422 something, is the highest, and it has to hit by 500. And so I walk around and I played other games that I never played. Stephanie did win at Bucks and MGM, and she was beside herself, and I was so happy. I was like, you played Bucks? So anyway, I walk in there and I'm playing around, and I'm playing for like maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, and the people that I'm with are they send me a text like, we're hungry, we're gonna leave in 10 minutes. And I was like, oh man, I'm still on my first 100, so I wound up losing a little bit, and I was like, all right, hey, I'm gonna go to the high limit room and blow $100. I walk over to the $100, or walk back in there, and I look, and nobody's touched the Mustang Money. I go in there, 2 spins in. None of this is filmed, so you have to take my word for it, like and subscribe. So for more story time, as I build them, you'll see them. I'll be recording as much, sometimes sneaking. 2 spins in, hit the progressive. I saw a winner, heard there's the music change. I've only had one. I don't know the music changes. And I got the minor, and it rounds up to 423, and I was beside myself. I was like 2 spins in. Wow, I am now over $300. I'm going to go down to 300. 2 more spins in, hit a bonus, go up over $800. And I played down to 800, walked out of that casino, up 600. 600 jackpot. There's this awesome Quick Hits Platinum. I haven't played that version of Quick Hits Platinum. I kind of want to play the one with the firecrackers. It just looks fun. I think it's probably not great. I missed something. Yes, we were talking about I had to scroll back up. Ainsworth is tough. Some of the Ainsworth games are worse than others. I don't see it anymore. I only played it. I don't see it as often, I should say, is Enforcer. I love that game. The game's fantastic. Every time I've played it, starting with some confirmation bias here, almost every time I've played it, I have hit a bonus that has given me way more than Mustang money, and that is a harder bonus to get, but it is way more rewarding. For those that have played it, it's like Thunder Cash, but a cool Old West theme. It's probably the same math, if I had to guess. People with way more slot knowledge will probably know I'm not trying to put out wrong information, but yeah. So I do appreciate you all sticking around. We're at like, what, 56 minutes, and I feel like I've rambled them, and now I'm sitting in here looking up. I think it's going to stay away from the fill-up games. You mean the ones with the must-hit by progressives, Dina? Is that what you mean by fill-up games? 8 dropped on a $10 bet. Oh, you're talking about the platinum hits, the quick hits. Which one are you talking about? Midwest, I think all the rivers are. There's one in Chicago, or the Chicago area, and I'm pretty sure there's one in Pennsylvania, and there's like 3 others. Don't quote me on where they're at. That's okay, Matt. Money Matt, we're going to do that. We will definitely work that out. Correct, the platinum quick hits, yeah. The must hit buys, they're like vultures. I watched somebody smack on that and then wound up hitting that with a higher bankroll in order to hit those. I just like the dumb luck. He can hit it any time, and might as well throw some money at him if you enjoy the base game, which I do. Why couldn't you? Okay. Do you mean why couldn't I play tonight? Why couldn't I play? Because you probably missed it on the front end. My casino host, she's not really assigned to me, but she reaches out. I reach out to her and I stay in communication. And I asked with her, I asked if I could do a live. She said that wouldn't be a problem, and she told me at the time she came in there was about 6 o'clock. She left work by 6. I got there a little bit before, and she was already gone. I guess she didn't pass the information. The security wound up coming up to me while I was filming some content, and they were concerned about it. And I was upfront, and I told them, here's what I'm intending to do. I've already talked to this casino host, and they've allowed me to do that. Oh no, it won't discourage me, Dina, at all. I'm going to try to do it the right way. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to sit down with them and at a later time and try to work this out. They are the closest casino. They're about to have some competition, and I will walk right into the new casino in Norfolk to do that. But they wound up telling me I couldn't film a live stream. They were okay. They made it okay, and they're like, we're fine with you if you just film the machine in your own play. We're okay with that. You're not allowed to film anybody else. I said I would never, and they told me I couldn't do that stuff. I say we all go to the local casino in honor of Majestik Slots. You got to be careful with that, Money Matt Slots. Local casino for you is anywhere your plane will take you. Some people have to drive, and it may be like 6 hours away. Yeah, but even though I didn't get to film live play, I did do exactly what I'm doing. Well, good night, Midwest Slots. Appreciate you coming in there. Anyway, yeah, I do definitely want to film another one, and I will be talking to them, and I will work out stuff. But I do have some trips planned. I will sneak away, and luckily my cruises go out of Florida because it's way better, and the casino at Dania Beach, fantastic place, and they'll let me film, so dang sure we'll be getting those done. So I don't want to keep you guys. We're approaching the hour mark. I talked a lot longer than I expected to, and I drove, and now I'm sitting in here in my driveway. Thank you so much for jumping in here. For anybody that happened to be here, please like and subscribe that hasn't done so. promise more of this coming down. And yeah, we will be doing meetups, Slot Crush and I, and Money Matt Slots, and Stephanie will even join in here. And we will play, we will do stuff. So thank you, Slot Crush. I do really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the support from all 69 of my subscribers. It's probably a good time to end on that, right? But thank you so much for jumping in. Soon, Donna, I do appreciate you. You're my OG friend who gave me an awesome meal at MGM Grand. So best subscribe number ever. Absolutely. I'm sure we'll shatter that at some point. Hopefully, at least 70, right? So anyways, all enjoy what you're going to do tonight. Thanksgiving is coming up. Spend time with your families and loved ones. Be safe. Take care of each other. And we'll be playing some slots real soon, everybody. So take care. Until next time.